to, what will I call this? I would say welcome to my daily teaching. Let me just put that daily teaching. So yeah, I'll be talking about my setup, my system which I use to trade every single day, which is called SNRC, which is support and resistance concept. So today we'll be talking about it, but I will not jump into every single one of it today. What I'll be doing is I would break it down. It is 5. This SNRC is divided into 5. My concept is divided into 5. So I can't talk about the whole 5 today. So what I'll do is today I'll talk about one, tomorrow I'll talk about another one. Then till I talk about the whole 5, this might be an episode. So let's start with so welcome to class guys. So welcome to SNRC. Let me start by naming each of the concepts I look out for. First is the trend. I hope you guys can see this, and please don't mind my handwriting. First, the trend. Second, we have the key level. Third, I have the hammer candle slash in inverted candle. I'm sorry you guys cannot see my handwriting, sorry. So, and the fourth is hammer candle, inverted hammer candle. The fourth is engulfing. How did I just forget the spelling of engulfing? Wow, I forgot the spelling of engulfing. Then the fourth is a road block. Man, I forgot the spelling of engulfing. Wow. It happens. So let's keep going forward. First thing I look for is the trend. Second thing I look for is the key level. Third thing I look for is the hammer candle and inverted hammer candle. These two are the same thing, but more of this one is on a bullish trend. This one is on a bearish trend. Like, okay, I guess you understand. And engulfing candle and a roadblock. So now, first thing first, what I will do is I will start today's class by explaining how I identify the trend, how I know what market is doing, like where price is currently at that moment. So I'll be explaining. We're starting with trend this morning, guys. So speaking of trends, we have 2 trends in the market. No, 3 trends in the market. First, we have the bullish trend. Secondly, we have the bearish trend. Then third, we have the, a lot of people call it accumulation, consolidation, but you guys will understand what accumulative trend. So now, these 3 trends, they are what we call the movement of the market. Whenever you hear what is the current movement of the market, they ask what's the current trend of the market, this is exactly what they mean when they say what is the current movement or current trend in the market. So now, first of all, bullish trend. What is a bullish trend? You guys might have been hearing bullish. What is bullish trend? Bullish trend also refers to them saying the market wants to buy. So you can relate it to buying. Yeah, bullish trend, buying. When the market is bullish, we are buying. Bearish, since I already said buying, now you should be able to understand that the next word will be the next trend, which is bearish trend, will be selling. So now these two trends are the most important one. Whenever I want to take a trade, these two, they are much more important than this one, because this is, how should I put it? No, I just put no trend. That's what I just named this, no trend. Because why? Price is not giving us a direction at this. It's not giving us a clear direction. It's just it's just in the zone. It is just in the zone at that point, just accumulating liquidity. You get? So yeah, then now I'll give you let me give a illustration of how a bullish trend will look like, a bearish trend will look like, and an accumulative trend will look like. So now we start with the bullish. The bullish is actually, now to understand the bullish trend, it's actually divided now into higher highs and higher lows. Higher highs and higher lows. So now these are the two things you look out for when you're trying to identify a bullish trend. So now, how does the higher high and a higher low look like? And mind you, the illustration I'll be making here doesn't represent the exact movement of the market. You understand, guys? The illustration I'll be making here doesn't represent the exact movement of the market. So now, when I'm talking of higher highs, what do I mean? The market moves in this way. Are you guys saying? When we are bullish, this is how the market tends to move. In a higher high, this here is the HL, higher low, higher low, higher low, and this is the higher highs. These are the higher highs. This here is the higher low. Once prices are this low, you are advised to do what? To buy at this low, sell at this high, buy at this low, sell at this high. This is price being on a move, on a bullish trend. Price creating higher lows and higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs. If price keep going that same way, it shows that price is bullish. So this is how to identify a bullish trend. Now, this is not just all. You still have to go more deeper. That is identifying what we call a break of structure, a break of a high. This here is a break of structure. This here is a break of structure. This here is a break of structure. But this I will not be talking about today because I have to prepare and start going to the gym. I will talk about the bearish. I will illustrate the bearish and accumulation now. But the deeper levels of how to identify a moving identify a trend, like looking out for the break of structure and waiting for some certain things. I will talk about that as the as we keep growing. So yeah, let me talk about the bearish trend now. About the bearish trend. So now, when trying to identify a bearish trend, we also fundamentally look for two things. Like, the most, like once you want to identify a bullish trend, you have to look for two exact things first. A bearish trend and a bullish trend, two exact things first before breaking it down into those deeper ones. Same thing as a higher high. Just the only difference here is this one is a first a lower high, second a lower low. Lower high, lower low. Are you guys? I hope you guys are following. Please, I might not be explaining this very well, but please try and flow along with me, guys. Try and flow along with me. So now, speaking of a lower low and lower highs, how do they look like? This illustration, I'll say this again. This illustration doesn't 100% and signify how the market moves, but more like it though. So we have lower lows and lower highs. Now this is giving you. Now this is giving what a bearish movement, and this here is a lower high. This is a lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower high, and lower low. This is a bearish trend. I hope you guys are following. This is a bearish trend, and yeah, with that we've come. No, okay, we still have accumulation. Same thing as when I talked about the bearish trend. We also have what we call break of structure, break of structure to the lower low. But we'll talk about it in the next. I've already said we'll talk about it in the next. I don't know yet, but probably when I'm breaking them down more deeper as this episode continues, because I'll do my best to drop them at least 2 or 3 times in a week. You understand, guys? So yeah, let's move on to the last, but not the last. The last. Sorry, I cleaned the trend. Let's try it out back. All right. So here we are here. So now, talking about the last one, which is the accumulative trend. The accumulative trend, like I said before, and I know it did not show, means no trend. Why do I say no trend? Because this accumulative phase, if you go on the chart, you will frequently see where price is just ranging. You will see where price is just ranging from a support to resistance, support to resistance, support to resistance. Price is just ranging at that point. Now that is what we call accumulative trend. There is no trend. There is no trade there. No trend in that level. The only time you can look for a trend is probably when you have either a breakout here or a breakout below. Then that's it. But that we'll talk about in the next trend. So yeah, this is where the vlog. This is where the first class of this series will be ending. See you guys on the next one, which is probably going to be Sunday. I'll prepare myself more. I did not really prepare myself deeply when I wanted to start this video. I did not really prepare myself, so that's why it's kind of like this. But on Sunday I'll be more prepared, and we'll be talking about key levels on Sunday, guys. See you guys on Sunday. Dev out. Peace out.